So we were talking about the Bharatnatyam. The earliest reference of Bharatnatyam, you were saying it's from Natya Shastra.
Yes, sir.
So it is one of the oldest dance form or oldest dance form of the classical dance, from the classical dances?
Sir, it is the oldest form, sir, but it cannot be determined comprehensively with that actual date cannot be determined, sir. So it can be thought one of the oldest, sir.
So which dance form is the contender for the oldest? If Bharatnatyam, then what? If not Bharatnatyam, then the title will go to which dance form?
Sir, I'm not very aware of that, sir.
Okay. Can you please tell us what is the difference between Sangam literature and Vedic literature?
Sir, Sangam literature flourished in the Tamil Nadu region from 3rd century BC till 3rd century AD, sir. So this is the period of Sangam literature. It has various components. For example, the kings, about the social and cultural aspects present in the Tamil region, and also music and medicine. Everything is present in the Sangam literature. In the Vedic literature is actually containing about 4 Vedas: the Rig, Yajur, Sama, and Atharva Vedas. And its time period is at a much earlier date, sir. For example, around 1000 BC onwards, it can be dated at that time, sir. It also has more about religious texts and also about medicines and songs as well, sir.
If we have to give in one line the difference between these two texts, what will be the line? What will be the basic difference between these two texts? Can we say one is religious in nature, other is not? The basic difference: Vedic literature is religious in nature, but Sangam literature is not religious in nature.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, okay. Why you have chosen anthropology as your optional subject?
Sir, I had a general interest in the subject of anthropology, sir. And second reason is it is closely linked to medical sciences, which is my undergraduate subject, sir. So I have taken anthropology, and not just that, also I've already studied medicine for about 5 years. So I wanted to read a new discipline, sir. So that is why I chose anthropology.
Okay. Do you know about the police reform case of 2006?
Yes, sir.
So what are the 7 directives given by Supreme Court?
Sir, in the Prakash Singh sir case, some of the directives include there should be a tenure system for the DGP, sir. And second, the investigation wing should be separated from the law and order wing, sir. And third, there should be a authority constituted who can offer the postings and not in order to prevent the political interference. And also the fourth provision is there can be a grievance redressal mechanism for the people and the citizens of India regarding any police issues, sir.
Only 4 you have given?
Sir, I'm able to recollect only 4 of them.
So one of the reform which you have mentioned is separating the law and order and investigation branch. So do you think only by doing this, the efficiency will be increased without doing anything regarding the support of forensic labs?
Sir, the main reason for dividing the 2 branches is in order to decrease the workload of the police in the service, sir. So by this, the efficiency can be improved. However, the lab reports, forensic labs should also be improved so that faster diagnosis of the case can be made, sir.
You are saying it is mainly done to reduce the workload of police personnel, but don't you think only by bifurcating these 2 streams will not result into less burdening, because then we have to employ more people in police force? Only then work burden can be reduced.
Yes, sir. There are a huge number of vacancies in the police force, and also the work regulation of the work hours and the fixed work hours are not present, and there is also no statutory leaves or something. So if these can be provided, then the police can function at a much more efficiency, sir.
What do you understand by police as a smart force?
Sir, smart policing is about more sensitive and moral and accountable uh, techno-savvy policing, sir. They are also responsible. So this includes a wide dimensions, like being that they have to be uh, trained to the latest level, sir, and also they should use the latest technology in policing. And also community policing can be followed, where police can interact well with the people, and they can find what they need, and this way the people also can help the police in finding the criminals, sir.
It is one way to give just name that what should be done, but there is no way how it should be done. Can you throw some light how it should be achieved?
Sir, regarding the smart policing, sir.
Yes.
Sir, one thing is uh, there is something like the student police cadet or something like that, sir, where the police can train some students who can be the eyes and ears of the police, sir. So in this way, the student, if there is a drug consumption in the area, whoever is buying them, and they can also trace the criminal who's selling the drugs, sir. So this way, the police can contribute, sir.
There are a view in the section of society that police still works like it is working under colonial masters. What are your views?
Sir, the police is now they are not. I don't, sir. I don't feel that way, sir. Police is doing great field in the on the ground level. So they are nowadays they are talking to people in such a way that they are empathizing, and also they are showing the compassionate way of tackling the grievances of the people, sir. But there are still certain issues, like the police is not considerate to the needs of the people. So this can be improved by giving them more training, for example continued training, so the police are aware of the recent methods of getting confessions among the criminals. So these all can be done, sir.
How anthropology fights the myth of racism?
Sir, anthropology gives the concept of cultural relativism, where it says that no culture is above or below others, and every culture is valid. So this way, if we see every culture, it has some sort of uh, uh, good, or what to say, so a validity. That is, the social and environmental factors have led to the development of such a type of culture, sir. So it will lead to the acceptance and respect of every culture. So like this, anthropology denies racism.
Okay. Recently, Punnai Selvam movie was released last year. There is a debate in history regarding the Uttam Chola's role in the death of Aditya Chola. So it reignited that debate. What are your views on this debate?
Yes, sir. There are multiple debates. Like they even suspect the Raja Chola also, and also the Uttam Chola also. Uh, but what can be told is that the people who have killed Aditya Karikala have been punished by the Cholas who have come after his death, sir. So it could not be that, sir. And also there is no inscription regarding that also, sir. So we cannot conclusively tell about that, sir.
But there is an inscription of Rajendra Chola which says that after when his father Raja Chola became the king, he tried to punish the perpetrators the killers of Aditya Chola, but there is a 16-year gap between the death of Aditya Chola and Rajaraja Chola becoming king. So why for 16 years no action were taken?
Yes, sir. Sir, that requires a lot of archaeological findings, sir. Sir, I'm not able to.
Okay. So
With
there
my
is a
limited.
proposal that there should be bridge courses for alternative medicine practitioners, but allopathic doctors are against this move. What is your views on this?
Sir, regarding Tamil Nadu, there is an example, sir. For example, since last 20 years, Tamil Nadu has integrated Ayush in their PHC itself, sir. And this has proved to be a very good example where integration of Ayush inside the PHCs is good, sir. But however, however, the Ayush should be practicing their own medicine, sir, because if they are practicing some other medicine with a short medical course, there are bound to be issues. For example, if there is a drug given and if a drug interaction happens with some other thing in the person, allergic reaction, so these can be fatal to the patient. So before doing this bridge course, we have to do a lot of training to the Ayush doctors.
But as you said that Ayush has been introduced in PSC because obviously there are shortage of MBBS doctors. Then if bridge course is not the answer, then what is the answer for addressing the shortage of MBBS doctors in rural areas?
Sir, there are multiple avenues to address that, sir. For example, first is the telemedicine aspect, sir. So the telemedicine can promote health at a distance, and secondly, we can attract more doctors to the rural areas. So with better incentivization and better opportunities for their family members, sir. And thirdly, the Ayush can provide Ayush medicine, sir. So that can be a way of accessibility to healthcare. And also the nurses can be utilized and ashas can be trained so that the very basic medicines can be provided by them, sir.
Okay. You for quite some time you are living in Pondicherry. It's so near to Tamil Nadu, mainland Tamil Nadu, but still it has a different culture. So what is the reason and what kind of how the culture of Pondicherry is different from the main Tamil Nadu?
Sir, until the French or the European colonization, Pondicherry and Tamil Nadu had the same cultures. However, after the French had come, the Pondicherry had developed French cuisines, French architecture, and also the French language is also popular in the region, sir. So this way it is different from Tamil Nadu, sir.
But now they have left in 1961, more than 60 years has been passed. But still, if you go to Pondicherry, you can see the difference between Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry. So what is the reason?
Yes, sir. Sir, people there are French national citizens who are living in Pondicherry, sir. So this could be one reason, sir.
Okay, sir.
The Ayushman Bharat, what is the model like? Is it a private promoting private health at a government cost?
Sir, Ayushman Bharat promotes both private and the public health, sir. The insurance can be availed at both the levels, sir. But it is a complementary healthcare project, sir. For example, if the patient can avail a better, I'm sorry, sir, certain treatments which are unavailable at the public healthcare, which they can be availed at a lower cost if this insurance scheme is provided in the private sector, sir.
Okay, private sector, the at Ayushman Bharat, things are available at a lower cost.
Sir, insurance is provided, sir.
Not but insurance at lower cost, or facilities itself are there at lower cost.
Sir, the government has given 12 packages of diseases, sir. So if
Right.
the patient comes under one of the package, then that can be given through the Ayushman Bharat, sir.
Okay. So how much in the India is the public health facilities and how much are the private healthcare facilities?
Sir, sir, the lot of schemes like National Health Mission, they have done a lot of improvements in the primary healthcare level and the community healthcare level, sir. But what unfortunately is that the most of the doctors, around 70%, they are working in the private healthcare, sir. And also the community health centers, they lack 80% of the specialists. So this is one of the issues, and the private also contributes in the state of the art technology in the diagnostics and the medicines also, sir. And this way, there is a remarkable difference between the private and the public healthcare.
So suppose public is a 30%, private is a 70. So do you recommend it this way, 70-30 or 50-50, or it should be 70% public sector and 30% private?
Sir, in my opinion, sir, the public should be contributing more because the healthcare system should be universally accessible and affordable, sir. So the public should be contributing more, sir.
70-30, 70 for public and 30 for private?
Sir, it can be made like that, sir, but however, we cannot ignore the contributions of private also. So it can be 70-30.
Okay. Then how much is the provision in the budget made for the health? Is it sufficient for it?
Sir, unfortunately, the health budget is likely to be told it is insufficient, sir, because a lot of infrastructure lacking is still present at the rural healthcare facilities, sir.
So where we should reduce the expenditure in the budget and thereby focus more on the health facilities? What do you suggest?
Sir, it is really difficult to reduce the budget at some other areas, sir, because everything is important. Every aspect should be looked into. But however, the healthcare budget can be increased, sir, so that the infrastructure facilities are available, sir.
The fiscal deficit will go up because if you got your method, then we have to take more and more loans. And more loans, fiscal deficit is already double the 3% limit. Will go up then.
Yes, sir. Sir, in the capital expenditure, the government has allotted around 3.3% of the GDP, sir. So in that capital expenditure, some can be allotted to the healthcare infrastructure, sir.
What is given for the healthcare in the recent budget? Recent budget, what are the provisions for healthcare sector?
Sir, regarding sickle cell anemia, so the government is aiming at eliminating sickle cell anemia at 2047, sir.
And?
Sir, I have to read again, sir. I'm not able to recollect.
Have you heard about a mixopathy?
Yes, sir.
What is mixopathy?
Sir, mixopathy is like Ayush doctors and allopathic doctors. If the Ayush doctors, they are practicing the allopathic medicines, then it could result in mixopathy.
Is it the same as a crosspathy?
Sir, I'm not very clear about the concepts.
Okay, okay. Have you heard about a National Health Service of Britain?
Sir, I've heard, sir, but I'm not able to recollect it.
Okay, okay. In the anthropology, we study different types of people. So South Indian people are what type? Like a Mediterranean, Proto-Australoid, or Alpine?
Sir, South Indian people, they are generally called Dravidian, sir, but racial classification, I'm not able to give a proper.
Okay, okay. How anthropology could be useful in administration?
Sir, anthropology, sir, three concepts in anthropology can be very well used in administration. First one is the cultural relativism concept. So whichever district, if I'm posted, sir, I'll be able to accept the culture which is present locally there. And this will make me connect and be compassionate about other cultures. And secondly, the concept of field work in anthropology, where the local needs of the society and the problems of the society can be worked upon, sir. And thirdly, the concept of holism, not just looking in a particular direction, but looking 360 degrees is what needed for in administration, sir. These can be provided through anthropology.
Okay. How anthropology is different from sociology?
Sir, anthropology deals with every aspect of human beings, sir. It can include medicine or even sociology, history, geography, and everything, sir. But sociology, it's limited towards the society, sir. And secondly, the fieldwork tradition, which is present in present in anthropology, has now recently been imbibed by sociology. And thirdly, the anthropology deals with the society of the past also, sir, that is since the origin of mankind, but sociology deals with the current society of humans.
Okay. So anthropology studies about the past and not present.
The past as well as present, sir, every period, sir, anthropology, sir.
Okay. Okay. There are some tendency to call nowadays the tribes as a Vanvasi, while some others prefer to call it Adivasi. So why this controversy? Can you throw some light?
Sir, I have studied in anthropology that we cannot call them backward also, sir. They are called socially and educationally simple people, sir. So it is not right to call them as Adivasis or Vanavasis also.
Okay, neither of Adivasi or Vanvasi like that. What could be
Yes,
the
sir.
better word for them then?
Sir, we can ask them, sir, what is their name? So the tribe name we can call that, sir.
Okay, okay. Shall we integrate them in the mainstream?
Sir, it is again their choice, sir. But we cannot ignore the health education aspects completely, sir. But it is their choice to get integrated with the mainstream.
Okay. Recently in Jharkhand, there is one controversy happened about Sammet Shikharji. Any tribal issue involved in that controversy?
Sir, I am not aware of that issue, sir. May I know? May I know, sir?
What happened that there was an issue of whether the place, which is actually a type of pilgrimage place, was declared by the state government as a tourist place. So a lot of anger built up among the Jain community in India, and they held marches all over the country. Ultimately, government retracted and called it a pilgrimage place instead of a tourist place. But what any tribal issues involved, into it?
Sir, I have to read about that, sir.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Which is the biggest tribe in India by numbers?
Sir, I have to read that, sir.
Okay. Okay. How particular dance in India is decided as a classical dance?
Sir, classical dance is more about the grammatical format which is described in the Natya Shastra, sir. If the grammars of the dance follows the things of Natya Shastra, then it can be classified as a classical dance, sir.
Which is the most recent
Otherwise,
classical dance declared, ninth one?
sir, Chow dance.
So just how fulfill this particular criteria, as you say?
Sir, sir, I am not very sure about Chow dance. The steps, I'm not aware of that.
Okay. Where is the Chow popular?
Sir, it is popular in 3 states of Jharkhand, Odisha, and West Bengal, sir.
Okay. Okay. India is having a very interesting foreign policy now called multi-alignment. You know what is the multi-alignment?
Sir, as the name goes, it is not just aligning with any one of the powers, but aligning with multiple nations. And this is known as multi-alignment.
It's not confusing policy, because then how can you align with different people who are opposite interests with each other?
Sir, there is one more concept, like the alignment with one country is that is it is separated from the alignment with another country, sir. So I'm not able to give the exact terminology, but this is what India is following, sir.
Say, for example, India is a member of a Quad, and same time we are also being a member of a SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, which are actually opposite in name, both are. So the easy to take India is not in the last moment we will find that we don't have any friends only this way. If you had a trying to play with all.
No, sir. In this way, India can engage more friends, sir. Because in Quad, I'm sorry, sir. In the SCO, it can deal with the extremism aspect of the Asian region, sir. For example, the Pakistan has threatened us with terrorism. However, the Quad can be used in the Indian Ocean region, where India's sovereignty can be present, sir.
Shall India withdraw from NAM since its purpose is served now, and neither we are following non-alignment as a policy anymore? Shall India withdraw from it?
Sir, I don't think it will be a right decision to withdraw from NAM, sir. So even in the G20, India is voicing for the global South. So the NAM actually is a group of countries who are the developing nations, sir. So it is we are still in helping out and voicing for the vulnerable nations. So it is not a good idea to withdraw from the NAM.
Okay. What happened in the last NAM summit? Has India was active into it? Have you observed anything India done there or?
Sir, I'm not able to recollect.
Okay. Is India a member of G77?
Yes, sir.
What
India is a
exactly is
member.
G77 for?
Sir, it is a group of developing nations so that they can put forth their objectives and ideas into international forums like WTO or United Nations, like that.
Okay. And is India a member of a G20?
Yes, sir. India is a member, sir.
G4?
Sir, yes, sir. India is a member of G4.
What is G4 for?
Sir, for United Nations Security Council reforms, some nations like India, Japan, Brazil, and Italy, sir, they are
India should fight for veto power in the Security Council, or India should fight for abolishing the veto power from Security Council?
Sir, the reality is that it cannot be done because of the lack of veto power only. The League of Nations actually failed, it is said, sir. So the veto power is actually preventing any further world wars, sir. So India can ask for a veto power because sir, that could be but it can be done step by step, sir. First, India can become a permanent member, and then it can ask for a veto power.
Okay, but then suppose we get fooled, we'll just get permanent seat, but we'll not get a veto power. Then, this step by step approach.
Yes, sir.
Because we already waited for so long that we should deserve both, don't you think?
Sir, if the world powers are agreeing with it, then India can go for it. Not just the 5 nations, but the whole world. There can be a voting, and it can be done.
It is said that the duties of United Nations are shifting to G20. Do you also same opinion?
Sir, because the G20 is comprising of the 85% of the world trade, and it is like it is a body which can impact on other nations also, sir. But however, the United Nations has a unique aspect that every nation is present there, and every nation should vote. And also, the United Nations has multiple organs like climate, UNFCCC and UNCCD and CBD, where every nation requires participation, and the impact on the decision impacts the all nations, like small island nations also, sir. So United Nations is unique, sir. However, G20 is also important.
Okay, okay. A final question from my side, that which particular post in the IAS you will, or which particular area of the IAS as a like post you will try to serve most or like to serve most?
Sir, I like to serve in many areas like art and culture, sir, health, sir, and yes, sir, in many these areas I can serve.
Art and culture number one?
Health, sir, number one.
Number one, health.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, no problem. Sir.
Yes, Vinothini, hope you're doing well.
Yes, sir, I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
So you have stayed in Puducherry for a long time.
Yes, sir.
So there is a demand of a statehood for a Puducherry. Do you think that demand should be fulfilled?
Sir, the main reason for statehood is that there is an issue between the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry and the Chief Minister, sir. According to the UT Act of 1963, the Lieutenant Governor has a wider discretionary power. So even everything which is passed by the legislature, the governor can refer it to the president, sir. So it takes a very long time for the implementation of the project, sir. But however, thinking that the state is provided with both state list and the concurrent list for its legislation, and also there are issues in the states also, sir, between the chief minister and the governor. So ultimately, it should be about the consensus process and the coordination between the chief minister and the lieutenant governor, sir.
Basically, you are saying there is a basic political tussle between two authorities, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what are the issues for creation of a new state? What do you feel? What are the issues if new state is created?
Sir, the constitution under Article 3 gives about the creation of a new state, sir. So regarding the issues, sir, it depends upon, it is not a one size approach, sir. It depends upon the state that is asking for the statehood, sir.
Look, like if Puducherry is created in a new state, what are the issues that Puducherry is going to face?
Sir, one of the issue could be the funding issue, sir. Issues in the funds. Right now, it is getting as a grant, sir, and from the center. But in case of statehood, it can get a lower fraction of funds, sir. So that could be one issue. Sir, I'm able to think of only one.
So you did your graduation from Indira Gandhi Government Medical College, Puducherry.
Yes, sir.
So what was the role of Indira Gandhi in our country's development?
Sir, Indira Gandhi is known for her strong leadership, sir. And some of the things that she had done is, first thing is she has abolished the privy purse, sir. And second, she was the first person to initiate the nuclear bomb testing, sir, in 1974. And thirdly, she has nationalized the banks of India.
For poor
these
section,
things
for
I can-
marginalized section, what she has done?
Sir, the the 20-point scheme and the Garib scheme, sir. I'm not aware. I'm not able to
Garbi
recollect the
Hatao
exact.
slogan.
Yes, sir.
The most controversial decision of emergency, third emergency, was also taken under the prime ministership of Indira Gandhi.
Yes, sir.
So what changes has been done after the third emergency in the constitution?
Sir, one thing that has changed is a written recommendation of the cabinet is required for the implementation of the emergency, sir. And secondly, a 2/3 majority is required, sir. And yes, sir.
Why emergency is called as a unique feature or a salient feature of our Indian constitution?
Sir, because there is no other democratic country with the similar provisions, sir. So that is why it is called like that.
That is what it is called? Or our federal structure gets into a unitary one?
Yes, sir. The federal structure becomes a unitary one in, during emergency.
Okay. So you have mentioned about the badminton also. You won the prize
sir.
in inter-college competition, prize in badminton inter-college competition. So what is the difference between ball badminton and shuttle badminton?
Sir, ball badminton I've not played, sir, but I've heard like it is a soft ball which is used in playing the ball badminton, sir. I've mostly played only shuttle badminton.
So ball badminton is popular in which state? Any idea?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of that.
First Indian player to achieve #1 sport in badminton, first ranking at the world level.
Sir, Saina Nehwal, she has been world ranking #1, sir.
Prakash Padukone in male category? Not an issue. How many medals we have won till date in Olympics in badminton?
So we have won 3, sir. One by Saina Nehwal and 2 by Sindhu, sir.
By Sindhu. What is sportsman's spirit according to you?
Sir, sportsman spirit is winning and losing should be taken alike, sir. So that is the first thing about sportsman spirit, and we have to respect the opponents, and we should play a fair game, sir. So that is what is sportsman spirit.
You have even been a part of additional secretary in cultural committee in a college.
Yes, sir.
So what do you understand by the term called cultural diplomacy?
Sir, by promoting our cultures like yoga or the intangible cultural heritages for gaining in for tourism aspects, or even promoting common interaction with the other nations, sir. So that could be cultural diplomacy.
So what is One Health approach according to you?
Sir, One Health approach means to integrate human health, animal health, and environmental health together. So this is called as One Health approach, sir.
You are already in a profession of doctor, right?
Yes, sir.
It's a very noble profession. Then why you want to enter into civil services?
Sir, first reason is I want to be a part of the governance structure of the government of India, so that I can implement its policies and also help in policy formulation, sir. And secondly, being a doctor, I was exposed to the realities of the society, where a lot of poor people who I had to treat them. What I felt was they require not just the treatment, but also a multi-dimensional focus. For example, the literacy rate, the sanitation facilities, and also the gender issues, which are all included in causing the disease, sir. So this way, if I'm able to be in the administration, so I can concentrate more on the preventive aspects of health also, sir.
Good. So what is the difference between CP system and SP system and policing?
Sir, CP system is the commissionerate system, sir. Sir, I have to read about it, sir, more, sir. Right now, I'm not able to answer.
Have you heard about the term called moral policing?
Yes, sir.
What it is?
Sir, regarding the issue of Iran, I've recently heard about moral policing, sir, where the moral policing is not the police by the government, but by the religious or some sort of that kind of structure, where the people enforce into the where the moral policing structure enforces the people to follow certain rules and regulations, sir. If they are violating that, then they are punished, sir.
So it is good or bad for the society?
Sir, it is bad for the society, sir.
So it is bad for the society. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
We will get in touch shortly.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.